stadium, nice and wide. Keep them going forward. Hit the bell. Hit your bell first. Stadium, keep them going. All the way out, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in. There you go. All the way out, going forward. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, so next exercise, this time it's got high knees, okay? Now listen up, because I'm going to shout change. We start on high knees. When I do shout change, we're straight into star jump. When I shout change again, you're back to high knees. Again, so every time I shout change, you're either going from high knees to star jumps, or star jumps to high knees, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir!
Alright guys, let's start with high knees first, please. Let's go. Knees up, nice and there. Nice, keep going, change! Into star jump, yes, short, flat skate. First one and then star jump, good one, hold on. Change! Nice there, back to high knees. Change! 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 Nice, keep going. Okay, we're going to speed the exercise up. So, back to star jump. Change! Next, back to high knees. And then knees up, change! Back to star jump. Change! Knees up, change! Star jump. Last one now, change! Knees up. 3, 2, 1, and time. Set! Very good, okay, so next exercise. This time we're going to change from either basic bouncing here to nice deep squats. Okay, so we're either going all the way down and all the way up, or when I shout change, we've got little tiny bounces here, just using our tiptoes. Okay, does that make sense? Everyone see that one?
Yes,
see that until, yeah? Okay, good, guys. Let's start with bouncing, please. Off we go. Mini bouncing, baby bouncing, baby bouncing. Change, straight to squat. Let's go. Nice and deep. All the way down. This one is in the speed breath. Just all the way down. Change. Back down. Up. Change. Nice. Change. Very good. Change. Bouncing. Change. Squat. Where's the wall then? Change. The bouncing. Change. Squat. Keep going. Nice and deep. Change. Bouncing. Bounce. Bounce. Change. Bounce a little higher. Bounce a little higher. Put your head through the roof. Put your head through the roof. Change. Come down to the floor. Come to the floor. Right the way down. One more time. Change. Bouncing. Last one, please. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Set. Very good. Okay, we're going to move on to our arms next, okay? So if everyone drop down into a push-up position for me, straight to press-up position where you are. On my count, guys, all we've got is just a basic press-up with a nice loud sir, please, okay? Are you ready? Stand by. Push-up, nice loud sir. 1,
Sir!
2,
Sir!
3,
Sir!
4,
Sir!
5. Okay, have a little rest on your knees here, please, guys. Mr. Kingsley, could you just demonstrate a push-up there, and I'm going to stay over here. Guys, I'd like to take a note of what body part me and Mr. Kingsley bend when we do our push-up. What part of our body are we bending in order to have a successful push-up? Theo? We're bending our elbows, aren't we? The rest of our body stays nice and still. Because at the moment, if we start to bend our back, what we're seeing, look, is a couple of people are doing the push-up a little bit like this here. And these aren't any good. You're not going to get strong punches or big muscles from doing these, okay? You've got another 5 push-ups. Make sure you're bending your elbows for me. Okay? So, guys, push-up position. Are you ready? We're halfway there. Next stand by. 6.
Sir!
Bend those arms. Very good. 7.
Sir!
9. Good job. Well done. 8.
Sir!
9.
Sir!
Alright, one more. That's what we said.
Next one!
10.
Sir!
Nice. Good boy. On your back, please, guys. Sit up position. Okay, so rather than me counting, this time we're going to work through a timed round, okay? So what I'd like you to do is a little bit of a personal round, this one, okay? So you're going to count to 3. You can count fast, you can count slow, okay? You're going to hold, would you just stop again, just there, so just so these guys have got a great view, okay, thank you. So you're going to hold your legs a couple of inches off the floor. This is where you count. You go 1, 2, 3. Once you've gone to count to 3, you do a full leg raise. 1, 2, 3. One full leg raise. If I count fast, 1, 2, 3. Leg raise. If I count slow, 1, 2, 3. I can leg raise, okay? So it's up to you. You can count fast, you can count slow. The faster you count, the more leg raises you do. The slower you count, the longer you hold it at the bottom, okay? So you're getting a good workout either way, all right? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, are you ready? We're going to repeat this round twice, okay? 3, 2, legs up at the bottom, please. 1. Okay, start to count. Fire your leg raise.
1, 2, 3.
That's good.
1, 2, 3.
That's it, nice and high. We are halfway there. Charge, all right? All right, guys, you got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, have a little rest. Catch your breath back. Huge props to those, huge well done to those who managed to keep their arms out from underneath the shoulders the full round. Okay, very tricky to do, well done. In 5 seconds, we are going to start again though. So if you line to our back, please, because we're going in 3, 2, 1. Guys, same thing, let's go. Count 3. Okay, we are halfway there. Stay strong. Stay strong. So ready to Lock them up, sir. Lock them up, sir. Very good. Okay, we have got one more exercise to work through, okay? This time we're going to start in a push-up position. Rather than doing a count of 3 seconds, or just a count of 3 in general, you're going to do a count of 3 push-ups. You then spin over onto your back, 3 leg raises. Onto your front, 3 push-ups, onto your back, 3 leg raises, okay? So you'll do 3 push-ups and 3 leg raises, alternate between the two, in a full 30-second round, alright? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's push up position then, please. Last one, gentlemen. Are we ready? Stand by. 3,
You like race. Take it back to the
Guys, we pushed up on the last one after demonstrating the bend of the arm on our previous exercises. Everyone had some great push-ups there, okay? And that's really good, I'm really pleased, but now I want to make sure you're doing that all the time, okay? You can do that for me?
Yes, sir.
Alright guys, we need to take a quick drink, please. When you have a quick drink, the caution goes on for me and stay in your square. So if it's it,
Please, sir, thank
alright, quick drink, please guys. Caution goes on for me. It is not. And I'm gonna have one more get, last exercise. And what's that called? 2 words. Good. Very good, yes. Good job, you have an advanced technique. Well done. So, your first advanced technique I'd like you to work, what we're going to do, we're going to use the gap between between yourself and the back. Okay, we're going to jump straight into some skipping roundhouse kicks. Okay, so what I'd like everyone to do is on our side here, those guys on this side, you're going to face the windows. You guys on that side, you're going to face the half wall on that end. So we're all using our lead leg, our left leg to start with one section. So from here, as soon as you're ready, so let's say we're going to go first, okay? We're going to chamber in our square. We're going to kick towards the bag. As soon as we get towards the bag, we'll fire our roundhouse kick. We'll then take a step back into our square. We will then start to work some star jumps while the guy who's on the other side of the bag I just hit will start to do his skip roundhouse kick. As soon as he hits the bag and he's back into his square and he begins his exercise, that's when I can set off. Don't set off once he's hit the bag. So if he made a mistake and he wants to come back and try it again, then he might feel pressure just to leave it, and we don't want that, okay? We want to make sure that we're trying our best, we're getting the right technique. So wait till they finish doing their exercises, and then you can begin, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Just hit the bag. When you're skipping, you're more than welcome to increase the height. It's going to make it a little higher and a little slower, but what we're going to do is absolutely fine. Okay? Skip roundhouse kick to the bag, fire a roundhouse kick on the bag, and then just step straight back into your square where we've got some star jumps while we wait, and we're taking it into it. Yes, sir. Not just yet. Great question, though. Let's stick to the left leg first, and then when we're happy with it, then we can start to look at swapping that leg over. All right? Everyone all right with that?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Alright, can you take those boots down? Are you ready? This side, you gentlemen can start falling. This side, you gentlemen can start with some stars. Please. 3, 2, 1, let's begin, please. That's right, yeah, we get that back. Jump quickly, jump back. Okay, very quickly, if I start, and pinch your back, Jake, if that's alright. So from here, if I start and I go like this, what's wrong with that skip? What is wrong with that skip? What can I do to improve? Let's ask that a different way. What can I do to improve this skip roundhouse kick? Yes, sir.
The kicks are quite low.
Kick's quite low, very good. So first thing first, you can bring that kick high. Yes, sir.
Don't move forward too much.
What do you mean by that?
Because you're like leaning forwards.
Very good. So don't.
Lean back really quick.
That's correct. Yeah, lean back. What's the word I'm looking for? Don't fall.
Don't throw yourself forward.
Yeah, don't fall into the back. Yeah, don't fall into that target. Make sure you remain with a decent amount of balance. Okay. What did I even do? I went from heel up. What am I not even doing, sir? Not even hitting the target. Sometimes we're just kind of falling into the back here, and then we're going back to the start and then expecting our parts to go. We've not even done the technique there, okay? So make sure that we're keeping our kick high. Make sure we're not moving, we're not falling forward, sorry. And what am I doing too much, look? Every time I skip forwards. Benjamin. Waiting, not necessarily. Yes, sir?
Throwing your arms forward.
Not quite. Last one.
You're jumping forward, not skipping forward.
Yeah, I'm doing too much movement, aren't I? A skip is just like a little hop. Just like this. Here, okay? So if we was to jump forward, then we'd probably look to work some jumping side kicks or whatnot, okay? But for skip kicks, we're looking for little bounces with sharp kicks and then to strike that target. If you're only getting, maybe for you guys, if you're only getting 3 or 4 kicks in, you're doing too much movement. If I start, I know I can get more than 10 kicks out before I hit that bag, and I'm maybe twice the size of some of you in here, okay? So if you're only getting 3 or 4, way too much movement. Try and aim for at least 5 kicks before you move and hit the bag, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Alright, one more time. I'm going to put a 30-second timer on the board, okay? My side, we're going to start again. Far side, we can practice some stardom. 3, 2, 1, let's begin! Very, very well. Take a seat, please. Up. That last one much better. And skip down that skip's really tricky because they're quite taxing, quite demanding on your energy levels, okay? So repeating them after time is quite challenging, okay? So huge well done for that. We are, however, going to keep our skip round our skips, but what I'd like to do when you start is try and only get like sort of 2 or 3 kicks in there for me, okay? So I would put your back leg up to the to where the black meets the green on the edge of your area. So literally all you're going to do is lift. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or however many you get off. You're going to fire a roundhouse kick. You're going to drop over, turn, look over that shoulder, and then push your way tighter. Turn inside. Very good. So one more time again. I bring my back foot up to where, just to this line here, Benjamin, because yours is the black mattress there, okay? We're going to start just to your left, leg comes up, fire some kicks out, hit the roundhouse kick, then drop over and push on that turn side kick for me, okay? This combination is off your purple belt syllabus, alright? So guys, on your feet please. Are you ready? Try it off your original stance, and then as Seb asked earlier, if you'd like to swap stance over, that's absolutely fine. Don't forget there's a turning side kick afterwards, so don't let that throw you off, okay? You ready to start?
Yes, sir.
3, 2, far side, go to start. My side, we're going to do some stardom, alright? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Very good. Okay, take a seat, please. Now, come on. Let's take this time, guys, to grab a quick drink. All right, gloves off, quick drink, please. Nothing said?
Please, sir, thank you.
Okay, so just while you're grabbing a quick drink, usually I would be asking some questions, but this time, all I like to do is just bring your attention to the next combination. Okay, it's going to be quite tricky this time. All right. What I like us to do, rather than skipping around, I'll skip to the back. This time we're going to approach in your boxing stance, okay? We're going to start 3 straight punches, then we step over 1 turning side kick off our original stance. So what's happened now, I've landed that leg to the front, of course. I'm going to reset. This is all while I'm at the back. I've not run back to my square just yet. I'm going to go jab, cross, turning side kick off my opposite stance. Okay, so watch one more time. I'm going to pinch a square if that's alright, Jay. So I'm in this square just here, look. I travel forwards. Again, I'm in my boxing stance, jab, cross, jab, turning side kick. I then reset in my opposite stance. So I go jab, cross, jab, turning side kick the other way. Once I've done it twice off both stances, then I can come back into my square. We're going to start to work some nice slow squats while Caden fires his 2 combos, okay? As soon as it's done, I can then start again. Turning side kick off one side, turning side kick off the other side, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Now we're going to drop a little belt grade here. This one's off the blue belt grade, okay? So slightly easier in the sort of talking about skill-wise, but because we're swapping stance over, don't let that throw you off. Alright? So guys, on your feet from please. Are you ready? We're going to try that one more time, so that's very, very lethargic. On your bum for me, put some legs over. Just pretend that didn't happen, yeah? One more time, guys, on your feet please. Much better, thank you. Are you ready? Let's have Jake Ellis start, okay? If you guys can start us squat slowly, that'd be amazing, please. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Approach the side, 3 straight punches, turn side, top down, that side, okay, stop the opposite stance. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, go back to the side, okay? This time we're going to jump up to our brown belt syllabus, okay? So all what's going to happen, starting our kicking stance here, you don't need to use your arms, you do still need your guard obviously, alright? So we're going to go from a lead side kick into a lead roundhouse kick that drops down into a turning side kick, and then you guys are going to fire a rear hook kick for me, please, okay? Now the tricky part about this is that when you are hitting the bag, you're going to have to move away from it. 9 times out of 10, well, probably 10 times out of 10 really, we would be having some pads on, working this with a partner that can move back. We was only limited to the bags in the air. When you come to work on the bag, you'll go side kick, roundhouse kick, turning side kick here. I may have to shuffle back just a little bit in order for me to get that rear hook kick all the way through and still able to land on the bag, alright? If I'm too close, if I've gone turning side kick and I try and rear hook kick heel up, I'm way too close. It's not even feasible, it's not going to work at all, alright? So one more time, we're nice and sideways here. Can you see me, Dylan and George?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So we go from here, lead side kick, lead roundhouse kick, oops, let's start again. Lead side kick, lead roundhouse kick, into that turn side kick, I take a small step back, that leg comes round for that rear hook kick, okay? near the mirrors, you guys are going to start for me. Us on this side, all we're going to do is bounce on the spot, just like we did in our warm-up. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's So again, one more time. Left leg is forward. Here, can you see me in the mirror? We're going to go jab high, cross low, rear hook kick, which runs to the front. Okay, now for me, I'm in an opposite stance. I'm going to reset and start again. Jab high, cross low, back leg comes round, rear hook kick. Just like we did for the jab, push, jab, turn inside. Alright? Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure it's your back leg, please, okay? Guys, on your feet, on please. Jab high, cross low, rear hook kick, open fancy. This side will start. My side makes it start, alright? Then we're going to bounce off, stand good, 5 feet. 5 bounces, 5 stand, yeah? 3, 2, 1, let's begin.
Sir, sir.
1 second, what have we forgotten? Nope. Sir. You're on the right line, but no. Benjamin.
Go.
Nope. Sir.
The jab is this one.
How many times do we do it?
Oh,
No, we don't. We do it twice. Once off each stance. Yeah? We repeat it twice. Once off each stance. Okay? Does that make sense?
Sir.
Yeah. If, just quickly take it in for me.
Take it easy, sir.
Take it easy, sir.
If my explanation isn't good enough, because whenever anyone gets confused, it's not your fault, it's my fault because I didn't explain it in a way that you guys can understand, okay? So if you get a little bit confused, or maybe you're not 100% sure on what you're doing, please let me or Mr. Kingsley know, okay? If you're a little nervous and you don't want to put your hand up in front of everyone, then please come and grab us and just say, I don't really know what to do and I don't want to do it wrong, alright? I would rather me have to explain the combination 5 different ways, and on the 5th time, everyone will be like, oh, that's what you mean. Rather than do it once, everyone think, I don't really know what to do, but I'm just going to kind of wing it and copy the person next to me, but they don't know what they're doing, the person next to them doesn't know what they're doing, and then somehow no one knows what's going on, okay? Does that make sense? Yeah?
Sir.
So if you don't know what the combination is, or what you're supposed to be doing, not a problem. Throw your hand in the air, give me a shout, and we can either break it down as a class, or I can break it down with yourself, okay? But please don't just think you have to agree all the time. If you don't agree, if you don't quite know, you've got to let me know, alright? It's a team effort, we're going to work together here, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So one more time, jab high, cross low, rear hook kick. We land that in the opposite stance, and we repeat again from the opposite side. Jab high, cross low, rear hook kick. Once I've done it twice, that's when I can run to the back. I can then start into combination, again repeating twice, okay? Does everyone know what they're doing?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Alright, on your feet please guys, are you ready?
Ready?
My side, we're going to try it one more time. If you guys can go back to bouncing star jumps, that would be amazing. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Very good. That was much better to finish with there. Well done. Back into your space, Simon. Let's grab a quick drink, please. As you can see.
Please and thank you.
Put gloves back on, guys. Keep your gloves on for me. We have just got one more number. Last one. Last one, guys. Alright. Two technique combination. This time, we're going to work our second turning slash spin technique, which is what? We've already done the turning side kick now. What else are we going to work? Just kidding those? Doing those? Really? Good shot, Sean.
Jumping turning circuit.
Not quite. I like the idea though. Yes, sir? Spinning hook kicks, okay? So your two-shot combo is going to be jab straight into your spinning hook kick for me, okay? Now from here, what I'd like us to do, when we are working this spinning hook kick, there is in fact two ways to work it, okay? Now the first way is for you to pull all the way through, all the way to the back, if you're not too close, of course. Or the second way to do this one is to jab and bounce your leg all the way off the side of your target, okay? So bounce it off, I believe, is a belt grade higher. I believe that to be a red black belt combo. It's just slightly difficult, slightly harder, slightly more challenging, especially if you're on pads or in the air, alright? Because you're working on a bag though, to bounce a hook kick off that bag is a lot easier than it is on a target. So I would encourage you to do both, bouncing it off and pulling it through. So one more time, boxing stance, you only repeat it one time when you come to the back. Jab, from here I'm going to step back, go all the way through with my spinning hook kick. I'll then step back into my square, just a couple of styles just while I wait for my partner to do their turn, and then I'll step forwards again. For me, I'm going to want to swap my stance over so that I am improving my hook kick on both sides, okay? Unfortunately, I missed that one, so the next time I come to the bag, I'm going to start a little bit closer so that, hey, again, when I throw my side kick, my spinning hook kick even, hopefully I'm going to hit that target, okay? I just missed twice in a row, and I'm meant to be the instructor, okay? But I am the instructor, but instructors are meant to get everything right all the time, yeah? That's not the case, okay? Just because you practice something loads and loads and loads, doesn't mean it's going to be right every time. So for me, I just made a mistake twice in a row. So next time, hopefully, I'm going to try and get that target. The point there is don't be frustrated. If you're not getting it first time, second time, or even third time, all you've got to do is just keep on coming back, keep on trying, and eventually you will work it out, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we've got 2 more minutes to work this one. Guys, on your feet for me, please. Stand while you're waiting. Far side, you guys up and start. Those we're going to get some start, okay? Last one, everyone, before we start. That's what's always there.
Next one.
That's what's always there.
Next one.
Alright, gonna beat it then. Let's go, please. Please stand while you're waiting. Take a seat in space, please. Come up.
Come up, sir.
Okay, guys, we are going to start to work through our cool down stretch now. Okay, so if you'd like to grab a quick drink, you're more than welcome to. If not, throw your gloves off for me. Place them next to your numbers, just in your corners. And for one again, Push one leg out and reach down for your toes. That would be fantastic. Thanks, Taylor. Reach it down, facing the side of the mat. Awesome. One leg in, one leg out, pushing down. Beautiful. Okay, so guys, today's student of the class is very, very tough. Okay, it isn't going to be for someone who has had amazing technique. Okay, we've all had amazing technique today, especially for advanced techniques. Really, really tough sort of category for us to choose. Because the kicks are really amazing. Sometimes if someone had a really, really good side kick every time, and they were well mannered and they had a great class all in all, that could be what maybe pushes us to reward that person. Okay, but technique isn't something that can push us in this class. You all have it, okay? So it's going to be today for persistence, okay? Continuously trying, and making the odd mistake, but trying again, okay? Which is fantastic to see, to be resilient like that, and not even get stressed or agitated, frustrated. Like I said, just keep on going and trying is a huge, great personality trait for this person to have, okay? Especially with their coming at it with such a positive vibe as well, okay? Guys, today's shooter class, as I said, for great persistence, keep on pushing through it to give Taylor a nice big round of applause. Please, Taylor, let's do a nice big class. What I'm going to do is this one's just a flop. So I'm going to keep this and then Carla's going to kind of invite you your certificate and get you your photo as usual. Alright, so put your hands to your together, sir. Let's finish with a bow. Let's give Taylor a nice big clap. Okay, guys, swap legs over, please. Reaching down for the opposite side. Keep stretching for them toes. Awesome. Okay, pull both legs in. Crack your feet together, push your knees all the way down. As low as you can go. And both legs out. Again, let's reach right the way down for his toes. Last one now, nice and straight. Reach right the way down. Okay guys, nice and slowly please, let's jump onto our feet. Hands on your hips and circle your hips off one way. And the other way. Feet together your knees as well. Ankles and wrists. Alright guys, hands behind our back. Nice and loud to finish with, please. Are you ready? Stand by. Set! Feet together. Your best bout to finish with, guys. Let's give ourselves a nice big round of applause, please. What I'd like you to do is grab all the equipment for me, make sure you put your belts off the mat, and then please sanitize your hands on the way out. Okay, guys, have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you everyone next in class, okay? When you're ready, guys, we'll start making your way up these mats.